everybody. Welcome back to Wednesday's House of Games. I'm Richard Osman. All week, four famous faces have been battling it out over a series of ridiculous rounds for this lovely trophy here. Shall we meet this week's players? They are, once again, Susie Dent, Nick Owen, Chemmy Alcott and Dane Baptiste. Welcome back. Susie.
Yes.
No wins yet so far, but that's OK. By the end of the week, we want to win. What's the secret?
Well, I think there's two things I need to go to buzzer school.
Yeah, buzzers is difficult.
I've not got the hang of that at all.
Chemmy was unbelievable on the last show.
That's all I bring to this.
Got that sporting reaction.
Not true.
And I need to remember that if you don't know the answer in the last round, don't say it.
Yes. You lost a couple of points last time. You did a little bit.
That's exactly what I did, but, you know.
Nick, shall we take a look at the weekly leaderboard?
Yes, indeed. Yeah.
Here's how we stand after two shows. 2 wins for Dane. Susie on 3, so you're all very close, the three of you there. Dane opening up a bit of a lead on 8 points. Second place, though, Nick?
Yeah, I'd like to put an official request for a bigger buzzer, if that's OK, if you can sort that for me.
Do you think that's the problem?
Yes, I do. I don't think I reach it quickly enough or press it hard enough. Or
is that it? Or maybe just move it a bit nearer to you?
Or perhaps I could just try and work out some of the answers better.
Oh, that's a good tactic.
I think that is the clue,
work out the answers. Chemmy, so far Dane has won...
I know, he's running away.
On Monday, he won a House of Games smoking jacket. Yesterday, he won a House of Games duvet set. Here are the prizes for today. Someone else will win one of these, I'm sure of it. You can have a House of Games stress doll, House of Games toothbrush, a jigsaw, toolbox, and the House of Games driving gloves. How about that? Chemmy, what would you go for there?
I have a 14-hour drive at the end of this week, and I think in my white van I would feel pretty cool. They're leather, right? Beautiful Italian leather driving gloves, those.
Certainly, of all the words you just said, the word gloves is definitely correct. Dane, what's your tactic for today? Just keep doing the same thing?
Maintain the consistency, visualise the prizes.
Visualise the prizes.
Yeah, I'm basically going to have a Richard Osman room or,
nice, yeah.
or suite by the end of this.
Shall we play a game?
Yes.
OK.
Shall we?
Whenever I press this buzzer, a new round comes up. I don't know what it's going to be. You don't know what it's going to be. Our first round today is... the answers in the question. Now, in this round, I will read you all out a statement, one by one. Within that statement, you'll see some of the words are in capital letters. The answer is an anagram of those capital letters. So, Susie, we will begin with you.
OK.
You'll be fine. The first category is monopoly properties. Here we go. Here is your first one. You could get rent reset to £26 if the owner of this green property got into financial difficulties.
Green Street.
It is not, I'm
It's not
afraid.
Green
Does
Street,
anyone else want to buzz in?
Is there a Green Street?
So there's anagram of get rent reset.
No,
What is that property?
There isn't a Green Street.
Anyone? No, I'll tell you.
Green Park.
I know some people at home would have got it. Regent Street is the answer. That's annoying, isn't it? Regent Street.
Is it ever?
OK.
Nick, here's yours, sir. London tourists' clearest queries sometimes include asking for directions to this place, which is yellow on the Monopoly board. Susie Dent has a finger on the buzzer.
Classic.
As does Dane.
Leicester Square.
Is the right answer, Nick. Very well done. A very disappointed Susie Dent there who had that one.
I know. I'm kicking myself.
Chemmy, here's yours. What classic Monopoly property is this? You won't find London's best tower at this orange property, just the original home of London's first police force. Oh, Susie knows it, Nick knows it.
Wait, I've got it as well.
Chemmy knows it.
R-E-E-T.
And it's her go.
Bow Street.
It is the right answer, Chemmy. Well done. Well done. Nicely worked out. Dane, here we go. What is the answer to this, please? If your interest is not aroused by this light blue property, it could be auctioned by the banker.
Is it Tudor Road?
It is not, I'm afraid.
No, where'd that get an N from?
Susie.
Euston Road.
Is the right answer. Well done. Euston Road. Susie, here's your second one. The new category is spy films.
Oh.
OK, these are all anagrams of spy films.
OK.
Let's take a look at your first one. Mark Rylance won an Oscar for his portrayal of a Soviet spy whose brief gossiped just enough to get him out of trouble.
I'm terrible at films.
Looks like Dane fancies it. You just nicked his answer. Is he going to repay the favour?
Can you come back to me later?
We can't, I'm afraid.
I know,
Should we time you out?
Yeah, time me out.
Anyone else? Oh, Dane's got his fingers on the buzzer. He didn't know it. Was that Kidology?
Oh, I've got... Nah.
It's a terrific film. He's brilliant in it as well.
I love Mike Rylance too.
Bridge of Spies.
Oh.
Bridge of Spies. I think
not
I've got a
heard
brief
that.
gossip there. Oh, it's good.
Is
Bridge
it?
of Spies,
Okay.
yeah.
No, I don't know.
Nick, here is yours. Here's your spy film. A downbeat intelligence officer uncovers a mole in the British Secret Service and thinks to himself, when I see a disloyal stinker, I report them immediately.
Gosh, that is quite a long anagram, isn't it? It's not Tinker Tailor Soldier, is it?
Are you asking me or telling me, Nick?
Telling you.
We can work through this, I think, because I'm not going to not give you the point for this.
Go through the letters.
Tinker Tailor Soldier.
Go through the letters and take...
Is it Tinker Tailor Soldier? Spy.
Yeah.
Tinker Tailor Soldier Spy. There we go.
Excellent. That's very good.
Chemmy, here is your spy film. The tension is high and the mirth is scarce as an American novelist investigates the death of his friend Harry Lime, played by Orson Welles.
So none of that clue means anything to me, so I'm just going to spend a little time trying to use my brain.
Look at Nick Owen, he's so excited.
You
Susie's
know
got it.
this. You like this.
Susie's got it.
OK. Oh, Nick, you're mocking me secretly inside. I can feel it. I'm going to open it up.
OK, we've got to time you out, and it's going to be a race on the buzzer between Susie wins the race on the buzzer. Susie?
The third man.
The third man is the right answer. Well played. The last question in this round goes to Dane Baptiste, who is your spy film. In this 1965 classic, Michael Caine plays Harry Palmer, who feels chirpiest when he's chasing down the bad guys.
I haven't got this one.
No, should we time you out?
Yeah, time
It's going to be easy, I know.
Anybody fancy it? You'll certainly have heard
I
of
keep
it,
thinking
Nick.
the Italian job was clearly
It's not the Italian job.
Me
That's
too,
the
that's
only
all
one
I
I can
could go
think
to.
Shall I tell you?
Yeah.
The Ipcress File.
Yeah.
The Ipcress File.
Of course.
Let's take a look at the scores at the end of round one. Last two shows have been won by Dane Baptiste, but he starts with nothing in this round today. 1 point for Chemmy. We have joint leaders, Susie and Nick, with 2 points. Well played. Let's move on, shall we? Today, round two on House of Games is going to be... all in the details. This is a pairs game. The player in last place gets to choose their partner. Dane, today that is you. Who would you like to team up with today?
I'm very comfortable in this chair, so I'm going to go with Chemmy.
You're staying with Chemmy. That means, Nick, you are staying with Susie as well. The way this works, before the show, you all gave some helpful clues to an answer. Those clues are now going to be played to your partner, and they're going to have to guess an answer. And today's category is history. Nick, we'll start with you, I think, sir. Now, before the show, Susie completed 3 clues. She gives 3 clues to an historical figure. This is the first clue Susie filled in for us. He was born in the middle of the, according to Susie, 19th century. He lived and worked most of his life in Strasbourg. His most famous work is called the Oedipus Complex.
I presume it's going to be some major sort of type like Freud. Can I go for Sigmund Freud?
You're going to go for Sigmund Freud. Susie, what was the answer?
It's the interpretation of dreams, not the Oedipus complex, but it's Sigmund Freud.
It is Sigmund
Well
Freud. Well done. Nicely worked out.
Where did he live and work most of his life?
Vienna.
Ah, okay.
Strasbourg's not crazy.
OK.
The Oedipus Complex, even though it's not his most, it does actually.
That's what he's
it's a
saying.
pretty good clue
It talks
to
about
to
psychiatry
Freud.
and psychological
yeah, exactly.
activities, doesn't it?
And he was born in the 19th century, so well done. Nicely played, Susie. Chemmy.
I'm sorry, Chemmy, in advance. I'm very bad at history.
Me too.
OK.
Chemmy. We're looking for a battle. We're looking for the name of a battle. Dane has already apologised to you for not being good at history, but these are the clues that he completed.
OK.
It was part of a series of conflicts known as the, according to Dane, Napoleonic Wars. The British commander was Lord Poppington. Did you just make that up?
Poker face!
And the final clue, if you haven't got it already, it was fought between the British and the French. And the battle was...
Waterloo.
Waterloo. Is that the correct answer? It It's not, I'm afraid. Dane, do you even remember what it was?
Yeah, it's Battle of Trafalgar.
Trafalgar was the answer. It was the Napoleonic Wars, though. It's a very good answer. Nelson, of course, was the British commander.
That's the guy.
And the French and the Spanish as well, but not bad.
Yeah, that
Lord
was good.
Poppington
I'm
aside,
just sorry.
you did a nice job there. Susie, we need you to guess now. An historical first. Nick has given 3 clues to describing an historical first. He seems happy with his clues.
Yeah.
This is the first clue. It took place in the year, according to Nick, 1923. It began at Gatwick/Croydon.
OK.
And your final clue, it was achieved by Amelia Earhart.
So she was the first woman to fly solo across the Atlantic.
So you're going to go first solo woman flying across the Atlantic?
Yeah.
Is that the correct answer? Is the right answer. Well played.
Oh, well done, Dave.
Amelia Earhart was the absolutely right answer. That's a good
It's
clue,
the only
Nick.
bit I was certain of.
1932, not crazily long.
1932, that's not bad then, is it?
And began the other side, actually, began at Newfoundland.
Oh, did it?
But saying Gatwick, Croydon,
Yeah, that was brilliant.
It's a bit of a clue, isn't
exactly, yeah. Dane. Dane, you're right, Chemmy.
Yep, fine.
Chemmy has given you a series of clues which will point you towards a monarch. OK? Here are your 3 clues. He was born in, according to Chemmy, France. He was crowned in the year 1040. And finally, he was the first what king of England, according to Chemmy? Normandic. He was the first Normandic king of England.
Hastings is 1066. So before then, I have to hazard a guess. King Louis?
King Louis.
Yeah.
I love the fact you say King Louis because you know there's about 18 of them.
There is, yeah. Do you want to be more specific?
No.
Yeah, like a different name specific.
That's a good one.
Let's take a look. Is it one of the many King Louis?
Oh, I threw you.
It is not. Chemmy, do you remember the answer?
William the Conqueror.
Yeah.
William the Conqueror. Yeah, I suspect people would have got that at home. He was born in France, crowned in 1066.
Right, yes, because I was knew about the battle.
And he was the first Norman king of
That's what
England.
threw me. 'Cause I mentioned 1066, but 1040 threw me completely.
1040, yeah,
That's
having
a whole
none of that.
generation. I'm not supposed to know what's going to happen in between those.
Yeah, exactly. You missed that day.
It was
No,
break
it's
time.
exactly
It was
right.
break time.
God.
So that's the end of that round. Let's take a look at the score, shall we?
Dear.
2 rounds down. Dane still to get off the mark. Chemmy with 1, putting ahead. Susie and Nick, 4 points each. Very nicely done. Shall we play round 3?
Why not?
OK, here it comes. It is going to be broken karaoke. As you know, on this show, we have a karaoke machine that is broken. It just shows the first letters of bits of famous songs, and you have to guess what the song is. The letters will come up to the beat of the song. Fingers on buzzers, everybody. Your first song is from 1977, and here are your letters. No one's got it. That's the initials of the song. Yes, Nick.
Not God Save the Queen.
It is this version of God Save the Queen by the Sex Pistols. Well done if you got that. Here is your next one. It is from the year 2010. What song is this? Yes, Dane.
It's What's My Name by Rihanna. Oh, no.
Let's take a listen. Is it What's My Name? It is exactly the right answer, Dane. Well played. Rihanna and Drake. What's My Name? Well played. Here's your next broken karaoke. It's from the year 1963. What's this song? That is Dane.
Is it Watch Out?
Incorrect, I'm afraid. Dane, we can carry... Oh, Susie.
Oh, Walk On?
Is it Walk On? Is it incorrect? I'm afraid we can see some more letters if you'd like.
You'll never
Yes,
walk
Nick.
alone.
Is it You'll Never Walk Alone? It is indeed. I know, Walk On, they're really unlucky. You got the right words.
Well done.
Jerry and the Pacemakers.
Oh.
Well played, Nick. Here is your next one. It is from the year 1989. From 1989, what is this song? Yes, Susie.
I have no idea. I Want It All.
It's the right answer. Let's have a listen. My Queen, yeah. Yeah.
Nice.
I love the fact you didn't know the song, but you still got it.
No, I do now.
Very nicely done.
Yeah.
That's the end of that round. Well played,
good
everyone.
phew.
Let's take a look at the scores, shall we? Dane off the mark there on 1.
Finally.
Shemmy also on 1. Susie, you have 5. Our leader with 2 rounds to go. Nick Owen, 6 points. Shall we play round 4?
Yeah.
Good luck, everybody. Round 4 is going to be... Size matters. We play this on the tablets. If you
Okay.
take your tablets out, please. I'm going to give you now a series of categories. You need to give me any correct answer in that category. But the point will go to the person who gives me the longest answer in that category. So the answer with the most letters in it. And if you give me the longest possible answer in the category, you'll get an extra point. You get 2 points. Shall we take a look at the first category today? It is current Premier League football teams. That's the English Premier League, 2017-2018. Everyone got an answer?
Yeah.
Susie, we'll start with you.
I'm sure there's something longer, but I've got Manchester United.
Manchester United, says Susie. I think that's a pretty good start. Here we go. 16 letters long for Susie. Nick, who have you gone for?
West Bromwich Albion.
Oh, that's interesting. Let's take a look, see how many
Really
letters that
Very
is.
Didn't get it on.
18.
Well done,
18.
that's very good.
Very nice. Shemmy, what have you gone for?
I've had a slight brain fart because I went with Susie and then I wrote City, which is obviously less than United.
So Shemmy said Manchester City. Well,
Don't put it up there. Just
I
don't
think
put it
that
up
might be 14 letters.
there. Yeah, we don't
Yeah.
need to put that up there. OK, thanks.
And Dane, who have you gone for?
I have also gone for West Bromwich Albion.
Very
West Bromwich
good.
Albion.
Yeah, although I was very tempted to go with Brighton and Hove.
Oh,
Albion.
Brighton and
That's
Hove
goodness.
Albion.
Albion.
Wow.
That's
Longer.
interesting.
That's going to be...
It is?
Yeah.
Brighton and Hove Albion.
Are you serious, Susie?
I think so.
So we have West Bromwich Albion as well. So listen, if that's a correct answer, Nick and Dane, you've both won a point. Is it a correct answer? It is indeed. Very well done. Manchester United and Man City, of course, both correct answers as well. But is it the best answer you possibly could have given? 2 points if it was. What's the best answer you could give?
Oh,
Brighton and Hove Albion, Dane, 21
Think about
points.
that.
I
Very
don't know if you
good.
said that.
Goodness.
But a point, that's annoying, Dane, isn't it? But a
Yeah.
point for you and Nick. Here's your next category. Top 10 singles
Oh, my God.
by the Spice Girls.
I know any.
So any UK top 10 single by the Spice Girls.
I can only think of one, and it's one word.
I can't even think of one.
I just need to do one more on my hands count. Please, I'll
I love the fact that you've got quite a few
bear with
to
me
choose
and
from.
respect me as this takes place.
This is the difference between people who know some Spice Girls songs and people who don't. Happy, everyone?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nick, not your area of speciality, I'm thinking. We'll
No,
start with
and
you.
I can only think of one. I don't even know if this is the title. It's the
OK.
shortest one imaginable. It's Mama.
Mama.
You're up there?
So that is short.
I'm not... Yeah, it is very short.
Yeah. Let's put that up on the board. There we go. 4. 4 for Nick. Shemmy, what have you gone for?
Spice Up Your Life. Quite a big one. But, oh, he's done it. We've gone the opposites. Because I went When Two Become One.
It's 2 become 1 rather than when 2, so I'm going to lose the when. It's also number 2 and number 1.
It's
so
terrible.
8 characters, I guess. Dane, you were counting on your fingers as well.
Again, it was a moral and lyrical quandary for me, whether I would go with either Say You'll Be There
Yeah.
or Spice Up Your Life.
And what have you gone?
I just panicked and went with Spice Up Your Life.
Spice Up Your Life, says Dane. Let's take a look.
Was that the better choice, Susie?
They're the same.
Oh, they're saying, oh,
Yeah.
yes, okay.
I wonder you took so
Anyway,
long.
you've won the round.
Spice Up Your Life, says Dane. That is 15 letters. Well done. But the whole thing is moot anyway, because
Yes.
we're going to end with Susie Dent making up a Spice Girls song.
I really hope it's Spice-Califragilisticexpialidocious.
That's a great answer.
That would have
Susie,
been
what
so
have you gone
good.
for?
And I could spell that for you. Shall I do that instead?
I wouldn't.
Well, I've gone rogue. I've gone with Cyndi Lauper's Girls Just Want to Have Fun.
Girls just want to have fun.
Yeah, they might got a cover.
Excuse me, Susie, you could at least put Spice Girls just want to have fun at the beginning.
Ah.
Yes.
Let's take a look how many letters is girls just want to have fun. It is 22. So if that's a Spice Girls top 10 single, you've walked away with a point, Susie. Is
Give her the
girls
gloves. Give her the gloves.
just want to have fun? Correct answer?
What a
It is
surprise.
not, I'm afraid.
Oh.
Is Spice Up Your Life a correct answer for Dane?
Yes.
It is a point to Dane. Very well played.
Oh, gutted.
2 become 1 and Mama, both correct answers as well.
Brilliant.
But have you won 2 points, Dane? What is the longest possible answer? Have you got a longer one at home? Let's find out. The longest title of a top 10 single by the Spice Girls is... Who do you think you are?
Oh, yeah.
I do know that
19
one.
letters. Who do you think you are? Very well done if you said that. Terrific answer. 19. Final question in this
no.
round. Here's your category. US state capitals. The official state capital of any of the 50 US states. So it needs to be right, and then it needs to be as long as possible.
I mean, I don't even know if these are even cities or state capitals.
It's a tricky one, isn't it?
Yeah.
Hands up anyone who's confident they've actually written down a state capital here. No, it's a tough one. Shemmy, we're going to start with you. What have you written?
Lots. I'm going to go with one of those. Can you
Which
read any
is-
of them?
nope.
I'm going to go with Philadelphia.
Philadelphia. We'll put that up on the board, see how many letters
Yeah.
it is. Here we go. 12 letters, Philadelphia. Dane, what are you saying?
Providence.
Providence, says Dane, which is the state capital you think of?
Rhode Island?
Rhode Island. Let's take a look. How many letters is Providence? 10. 10 for Providence. Susie, what have you gone with?
I'm definitely not confident about this. I'm going for, I think, West Virginia, but Charlottesville.
Charlottesville.
I'm not sure.
That's good, right? Charlottesville, 15 from Susie. But is it a state capital? Nick, where have you gone?
Well, again, I don't know if it's a state capital. Cincinnati.
Cincinnati.
That's good.
That's a good one. That is a
Yeah, but it's not that many letters, only about 10.
10. I have to say, they look impressive, don't they? But are they right? We will start with Susie. Susie, if Charlottesville is right, you've just scored yourself a point. Is Charlottesville a US state capital? It is not. So Philadelphia, is Philadelphia a state capital? If it is, Shemmy, you just scored yourself a point.
Oh.
It is not either,
Wow.
I'm afraid. Cincinnati, is Cincinnati a state capital? It is not a state capital. They all said, you know what,
So
though?
well.
We all got out of that round dignity and tact, though, because they're
I think
good.
so, because
they're all nice answers. Providence, says Dane at the bottom there. Are we going to get a clean sweep? Is Providence a correct answer? Providence, Rhode Island. Absolutely right, Dane. Very well played. Very nicely done. 10 letters. You score a point. Have you scored 2 points? What's the longest possible answer?
Oh, no,
Anyone at home get a longer answer than Providence? The best answer you could have given was... Jefferson City, 13 points.
How did I miss that?
That's Missouri.
What is the capital of West Virginia?
Charleston is West Virginia.
Of course.
And it's Columbus, Ohio, which is where Cincinnati's in Ohio
Yes,
as well.
yeah.
We have one round to go. Let's take a look at the scores before we go into
gosh.
it. Here's how we stand. Shemmy
Oh, it was a
on
good one, though.
1 point. It was a good one, exactly. Dane, you have 4. Susie, 5. 2 points in the lead with 1 round to go. And Nick Owen, 7 points. Here we go. Shall we play our final round? It is, as always, Answer Smash. Fingers on buzzers, everyone. As always, we'll show a picture. There'll be a clue underneath. Take the 2 answers and you smash them into each other. Here's your first category. Muppets. Those will be the pictures. There'll be a picture of a Muppet. There'll be a clue underneath. Buzz in, give me a correct answer, you will score a point. Buzz in, give me an incorrect answer, you will lose a point. Here's your first one. Which adventurer and TV presenter was appointed Chief Scout in 2009? That is Shemmy.
Bear Grylls.
What's the picture?
Garbage Bear Grylls.
It's not, I'm afraid. Dane.
Fozzie Bear Grylls.
Yeah.
Fozzie Bear Grylls is the right answer. Well done, Fozzie Bear Grylls. Here's your next one. Which widespread infectious disease is transmitted to humans by mosquitoes? Yes, Dane.
Animalaria.
Animalaria is the correct answer. Well played.
Well done.
Coming on strong in the final round, Dane Baptiste. Here's your next one. Who was the Republican Party's nomination for the 2012 US presidential election, eventually losing to Barack Obama? Yes, Dane.
Kermit Romney.
Is the correct answer. Kermit Romney. Well played. Here's your next category. Green vegetables. Here's your first one. What is the name of the song and dance which involves putting various parts of the body in and out before shaking them all about? Yes, Susie.
Artichokey cokey.
It's the right answer.
Very good.
Oh, that's a nice one to say as well. Artichokey cokey. Here's your next one. The Queen Elizabeth II Bridge links Kent with which other county? Yes, Nick.
Watercressix.
Is the correct answer. Well played. Watercress and
That's
Essex.
very good.
Watercressix.
Can
This
get
is
that
very
now.
tight now. It's very tight. Here's your next one. What term denotes a piece of material attached to a garment to strengthen or enlarge it? Yes, Dane.
Asparagusit.
Yeah, it's the right answer. Well done. Asparagusit. Here is your next category. Newsreaders. Those will be the pictures. There will be clues underneath. Can you smash them together, please? Here's your first one. In The Wonderful Wizard of Oz by L. Frank Baum, which of Dorothy's companions wants a heart? Yes, Susie.
Mark Austin Man.
Is the right answer. Mark Austin, Tin Man, Mark Austin Man. Here's your next one. Michael J. Fox provided the voice for which animated mouse in a 1999 film of the same name? Yes, Susie.
Myra Stewart Little.
Moira Stewart Little is the correct answer. Well played. Here is your next category. Modes of transport. Those will be the pictures. There'll be clues underneath. Which US rock band with David Lee Roth on lead vocals had a 1984 UK hit single with Jump? Yes, Dane.
Caravan Halen.
Caravan Halen is the correct answer. Caravan Van Halen. Time is up. I would not know who has won that one. That is super close.
You've still got it. No, I don't
No,
think so.
Pip.
Shall we find out? The winner of Wednesday's House of Games is... It's Dane by 1 point.
Well done.
Oh, Dane. Oh, Caravan Halen winning it for you at the last minute. Goodness me, 9 points, 8 points and 8 points. Shemmy, because you buzzed in and got one wrong, you're back down to 0.
Well,
That's
yeah.
annoying.
Can you go
Doesn't matter.
minus? I was going to keep buzzing just to see if I can
Yeah,
get
it's
negative.
worth a go. You can do, yeah. Dane,
Well done.
you've won again.
Thank you.
What prize would you like today, sir?
Oh, well. I'm on tour right now, so it's probably best for me to have a toothbrush.
Oh, you're going to go for the House of Games electric
Go for
toothbrush?
hygiene. Yeah.
There we go. Electric toothbrush goes to Dane Baptiste. Well done, sir. Well played. Let's take a look at the weekly leaderboard. After Wednesday, Dane continues to pull away. Shemmy, you have 5. Susie, you have 6. Nick with 8. And Dane has 12 points. Well played, Dane. Reading them in, though. Tomorrow is going to be a lot of fun. I'll see you back here. Same time, same place tomorrow. We'll see you as well on the House of Games.
It's like being on QVC.